The night I picked up the woman on Highway 6, I truly believed I was doing something decent. A small act of kindness on a long, lonely drive, but that road and that woman, they pulled me into something far darker than anything I'd been running from. I was 59 then, trying to pretend my life still had structure. The divorce had hollowed me out. The kids called less, and when my doctor suggested I take a few days for myself, I took it as a sign to get into the car and drive across the state to visit an old fishing cabin I hadn't seen in years. It was supposed to be simple, a quiet road, a quiet mind, just me and the hum of the engine. But somewhere around mile marker 42, things changed. I saw her standing on the shoulder, alone, arms wrapped around herself like she was holding something in. A woman in her mid-30s, maybe. Pale, too thin, hair pulled back tight. I drove past her at first. I always do. You get to my age, and you learn caution the hard way. But 3 miles later, I found myself slowing down, turning the car around, arguing with the part of me that knew better. When I pulled up beside her, she stepped toward the window like she'd been waiting for me. "Please," she said, "just a ride to the next town." Her voice, it wasn't desperate. It was controlled, careful, like someone trying not to reveal too much. I unlocked the door anyway. She slid in, clutching a small black bag to her chest. "Thank you," she whispered. "You might have saved my life." I didn't know what to say to that, so I just nodded and started driving. For several minutes, she didn't speak at all, just stared straight ahead, breathing fast and shallow. Finally, she said, "If a dark pickup shows up behind us, don't slow down." A chill crawled up my back. "Who's in the pickup?" I asked. She hesitated, then said, "Someone who doesn't like loose ends." I tried to laugh it off, but it came out thin. "Are you in trouble?" She didn't answer. She just gripped her bag tighter. Like whatever was inside mattered more than her life. The sky ahead was bruising into early evening. I could feel the shift. That strange emptiness highways get after sundown, when the world seems to narrow into a single ribbon of asphalt. She finally spoke again. "You remind me of my dad," she said quietly. He would have stopped, too. I didn't know if that made me feel better or worse. I glanced in the rearview mirror out of instinct. Nothing behind us but open road. "Look," I said, "if someone's after you, maybe we should call the police." Her reaction was immediate. "No." The word cracked out of her like a warning shot. She steadied herself, lowering her voice. "No police. Not yet." "Why not?" She stared at the window, knuckles white around the bag. "Because one of them is working with him." My stomach tightened. This wasn't the road trip I'd planned. This was something else. Something sharp-edged. Something that hummed like live wires under her every word. I was about to ask more when headlights appeared in the mirror. A pickup, dark, large, closing the distance slowly, deliberately. "Is that him?" I whispered. She didn't even look back. "Yes." Her voice trembled, just slightly. I pressed the gas. The pickup matched us. Not getting closer, not falling behind. Just watching. I felt my pulse in my throat. "Why is he following you?" I asked. She opened her bag then. Not all the way. Just enough for me to see a stack of envelopes, rubber banded together. Documents. Thick ones. Official looking. "I found something I wasn't supposed to see," she said. "Something about him, and about a man who didn't survive the night. He was taken in for questioning." My hands tightened on the steering wheel. "You're saying he killed someone?" She nodded once. "And you have proof?" Another nod. The pickup's headlights flared brighter. High beams slicing through the car like blades. She flinched. I swore under my breath. Is there somewhere safe I can take you? There was, she murmured. Not anymore. The road curved sharply. Ahead I saw a rest area, 2 vending machines, a single lamppost flickering weakly. Should we stop? I asked. No, she said instantly, but it was too late. The pickup swerved closer, riding the line, forcing me toward the exit lane. I veered off, tires skidding on gravel as we pulled into the empty lot. The pickup rolled in behind us. Slow, steady, blocking the exit. My passenger reached into her bag again. This time, she pulled out a phone with a cracked screen. He'll try to talk first, she whispered. He always talks first. The way she said it made my skin crawl. The man got out of the truck, tall, broad, methodical in his movements. He walked toward us like gravity itself was pulling him forward. Stay here, I said, but she grabbed my arm. No, you can't handle him alone. I'm not planning to fight him. Good, she said softly, because he doesn't fight. He finishes. The man stopped 5 feet from my door. He tapped the window. I lowered it 2 inches. No trouble, I said. She needed a ride, that's all. He smiled, but there was nothing human in it. She's carrying something that belongs to me, he said. I'd like it back. The woman's grip tightened on my sleeve. I swallowed. What is it? He leaned in slightly. Evidence. The word hit like a punch. You planning to hurt her? I asked. That depends, he said calmly, on whether she learned to mind her own business. My heart hammered. I saw her reflection in the mirror. Pale, terrified, holding herself together by thread. I made my decision then. Maybe the stupidest one of my life. Maybe the only decent one, too. You're not getting her, I said. The man's smile vanished, just disappeared. Then everything happened at once. He reached into his jacket. She screamed. I threw the car into reverse. The vehicle lurched, slamming into the trash bin behind us. He stepped back just in time, but only just. Go! She shouted. Where? Anywhere! I spun the wheel, gravel spraying like shrapnel. The pickup roared to life behind us. We shot out of the rest area and onto the road, engine trembling, tires gripping at the asphalt. He won't stop, she said. He'll follow us until he gets what he wants. The pickup's lights grew larger again, closer, too close. I need answers, I said through clenched teeth. Why me? Why couldn't I just keep driving tonight? She looked at me, truly looked at me, for the first time. Because you were the only one who stopped, she said softly, and because the man he killed was your cousin. My breath caught. My what? She nodded. I'm sorry, I didn't know how else to tell you. A cold wave ran through me, memory after memory flashing too fast. My cousin David, gone a year now. Authorities calling it an overdose. A closed casket. A quiet funeral. You're saying he murdered him? I whispered. Her voice cracked. He was the last person David saw alive. The pickup swerved closer, trying to force us off the road. I gripped the wheel until my hands ached. Give me the evidence, I said. I'll take it myself. She shook her head. He'll kill you too. Then we need a plan. A safe place, she murmured. Somewhere with lights, people. There was a town 20 miles ahead if we made it. The pickup rammed us from behind, hard. My teeth clacked. She screamed. I fought to keep the car steady. Another hit. Harder. Hold on, I shouted. A sharp turn ahead. A narrow bridge. If he hit us, took the turn fast. Too fast. And the pickup overshot, skidding sideways, losing precious seconds. That was our window. 10 miles, 7-3. The town's lights appeared like salvation. I barreled toward the first gas station I saw. Bright. Open. People inside. As soon as I stopped, she jumped out, clutching the bag. The pickup screeched to a halt across the street. The man stepped out, but he didn't approach. Too many witnesses. He just stared at us, cold, steady, before getting back into the truck and driving off. My legs nearly gave out. She leaned against the car, trembling. "It's over," I said. She shook her head. "No. Now it starts." "Give me the bag," I said. "I'll take it to the police myself." Her eyes softened, tired, grateful, deeply sad. "I believe you," she whispered, "but don't trust anyone else." She handed me the bag. Inside were reports, photos, recordings, dates, everything. She stepped back. "Where will you go?" I asked. "Somewhere he won't look for me," she said. "Somewhere quiet." She hesitated. "Thank you for turning around." Then she walked into the night and disappeared. The police opened a full investigation within hours, and everything she said, every awful thing, was true. My cousin hadn't overdosed. He'd been silenced. The man in the pickup was arrested weeks later. The officer who covered for him, too. Justice, in a way, finally found us. But I still think about her sometimes. The woman on the roadside who trusted a broken old man to save her life. The one person I didn't drive past on a night I was supposed to be alone. And I think about the moment I turned around. Not out of courage, but out of something deeper. A feeling that the road ahead wasn't done with me yet. A feeling that saving someone else might just save me too.